Happy 2024. Can't believe it's already here. This last year, 2023, went by fast. A lot of crap went on, but we're here now. It's 2024. Speaking of being here now, Simulator Sunday is in La Mirada. So we're going to do what we've done before. Hello again, Train Whisperer. I just said hi in the chat. We are going to do some sorting. The supply trains were turned back on a few days ago. And so things are now rolling out of Barstow and headed back to the yards. The cleanup event is complete. We are back to the normal work standards, ethics, whatever you want to call it. We're back to working. Hey, Mike. Hello. Welcome. I don't know. I have seen you in the server a little bit. I don't know how well it's been working for you. I haven't seen any questions or anything, so I hope you're having fun in here. We are going to separate some of these loads over here at La Mirada and get things going. I was looking around, so LHA has stuff. Deaky already went through and separated the loads, so basically I put the engines on it just a little bit ago. The 2271's ready to go up to LA West. Good so far, awesome. And then the 3351 stuff for LAJ is ready to go around. Malabar's been being worked by Marv. Porphyry doesn't have a whole lot of stuff yet. There are loads being built right now in Barstow. And so we're going to take La Mirada, which is always it's a small yard with a lot of stuff. There's 4 industries that get worked out of La Mirada. So the receiving tracks here at La Mirada, actually the middle yard gets quite full often. So we've got our 2 SD 45s. Oh, the 40 TAC 2s. I thought I had 45s here. These are the first ones anyways. So, oh, that's a 45. So we got a 40 and a 45 in the front position. That's all right. We don't need to take the presidential one. So we're going to get these guys. We're going to use them, and we're going to break some stuff up. So here we go. All right, headlights should be on. I often see people that talk about when they do sorts, they kind of sort all the cars for how they get dropped off, or they do, you can sort however you like. I typically will just break them up by industry, by the local number, not industry, but by the local number. So I'll just take the 0061 is one of them, 0071, 0081, and 111 are the locals here that I'm dealing with. I'll just put all the 61s together, all the 71s together, and then, if I go to deliver them, maybe if I can, as I'm putting them together, I do try to put some of the cars together so that they all go. At the same time, I'm not really worried about the order that they are when I go drop them off or somebody else. And that's for you to figure out. You don't have to put them all in the drop-off order. It just takes too much time, in my opinion. So I just put all the locals together. If I can get the industries also together in whatever order they end up being in, then I just end up doing that way. Hello, Andrew. Welcome. You take a row local out, you want it blocked by the industry. You don't want to hold up the Z-train. You're sorting in the yard. Well, we're sorting in the yard, not on the main. So I don't know that we're going to be blocking any Z-trains. Hope not. Where's my locomotive? Did I leave it back there? Okay. Like, where's my power at? I told it to come this way. There we go. All right, because I didn't make the whistle attempt. So you see the sun is setting here on January 7th, 2024. First stream of the year. I am on Windows 11. Right before the stream, I was pasting in the description of this stream. And as soon as I hit paste in OBS, you got a blue screen of death. Now, I am an IT guy. I've been an IT guy for many decades. So I'm not unfamiliar with Windows. But I've had a few issues with Windows 11 on this machine specifically. I have Windows 11 on quite a few other machines, and this one is my main one. That's what I do all the streaming and recording and everything on. And so I don't want that. I have a NVMe that has Windows 10 on it, the same one that you saw me last Sunday stream from. It is untouched, so if I need to, I just swap out the NVMe and I'm back on Windows 10 in an instant. Liam, welcome. Doing some Simulator Sunday here on the Mateo Community server out of La Mirada, which is in Los Angeles County, right next to Orange County. I didn't switch that already, did I? Oh, went across the switch, flex switch, spring switches. Adam, you're waiting on the derail pancake. Welcome. Good to see you again, my friend. And then the Train Whisperer, it's his third time trying to get attention here, I guess, saying hello. So I will say hello one more time, and then if you say it again, I won't say anything. All right, so we've got 81s here. We got to see what we got. And we got 111, 61. I don't know. Let me go flying. So one thing that I've noticed, and I think this is Windows 11 that is causing the issue. I hit L right now and nothing came up, but my keys get like reassigned or something temporarily. What's up, Marv? So I put myself on the ground. Well, that's in the engine. You know, same thing on the ground. Let's just stop pushing buttons. And so if I do this and I hit L, nothing happens. However, when I start flying around and stuff, I'll be like going super fast and underground. You know how I always do it. The next thing I know, I hit L and F3, and F3 doesn't bring this up. It brings up the horn. It's like some key is sticking or something. I don't know what it is. It seems to be losing its mind on me. I don't really know how to explain it other than stuff's broke. And again, I haven't had this problem until I switched over to Windows 11. And Andrew says he keeps crashing when he's selecting a specific block on the dispatcher screen. That's in single player, right? If it only happens then, only when you're clicking on a block in the dispatcher screen, I would possibly reach out. If you don't have, if you have .NET installed, the dispatcher.net, try uninstalling that. If you don't, go to eyeball at run8studios.com and tell them, and they'll fix it for you, or it'll tell you what you're doing wrong, how to fix it. So 81, 71, 111. So these have already been broken up. So we might, I mean, no, it's not. Look, they're all, no, they're not broken up, Beer. They're all different stuffs. So, and I might get his derail out of this. Maybe. Yeah, so we're going to go to that first. We're going to start in the first one. All right, let me get in here. So you select a different block, your train is stopped. I know you're gray now, but only official Run8 DLC. I'll just select a different block. My train is stopped, so it's nice that you're stopped, you mean? It's just on the server? Where are we at? We're going to go here. Mr. White. It probably has. It probably fix it and then it comes right back. Because, I mean, they introduce something new, like, you know, some boxcars, and then that messes up the DS screen. Okay, so here we go. So, right? So I'm trying to get on here by pressing E, right? This same thing I always do. If I hit L right now, it brings that up. If I hit F3, it brings up the horn config instead of whatever. So then what I do is push all kinds of buttons on the rail driver, which I'm sure that will be to blame, even though it never happened before. And now, so it's still doing it. Okay, so that's still not it. I hit escape. So as soon as L stops bringing up that, then it will work right. This is the problem that I'm having currently. And see how fast I'm going? It's almost like something's stuck. Because I'm just pushing, it should be going slow. So that's, you know, and so then I just push all kinds of stuff like that. Because, I mean, I'm not doing that crazy stuff. It's doing it on its own. And it might be a key stuck or something because I cleaned out my keyboard not too long ago. But yeah, there we go. That's the problem I'm having. I don't understand why. But see, now I'm back to normal. So now if I hit L, no, it's still doing it. Yeah, I don't know if it's, I thought maybe, well, see, now I'm slamming the control key, so it might be something underneath there. It could be because now it's not doing it. So if I hit L, yeah, see? So if I hit it again, I almost bought a new keyboard today too, just because, but this has only been happening since I went to Windows 11. It has not happened before that. Also, sometimes I type in Discord and like the keys, the letters don't show up right away. Like it's laggy or something. It's really weird. And you could say left control is stuck. However, I push other keys in Windows and nothing's stuck. So it's not the keyboard. It is not the keyboard that is causing that issue. That's where I'm kind of thrown for a loop. Because I'll push Control Alt Delete and it works fine, you know, and it doesn't do anything else. So Windows 11 is early access. That's the answer probably right there. My rail driver might be having an issue with Windows 11. Which is unusual because if you remember, it was around the beginning of November, or somewhere around November, before Thanksgiving. I was streaming on my other computer at the other house, and that was Windows 11. Remember, I made that announcement that it upgraded to Windows 11 on that machine to try it out before I went serious with this one. I noticed now you get out, you always get on that side, but now you're inside cars too. So anyways, we'll just slam Control a couple hundred times and see if that unsticks it. But yeah, it could be rail driver, it could be Windows, it could be me, it could be Run8, could be Windows 11 or the new install of Windows 11. It could be many things. So I do this numerically. Let's put 61 here on the first track here. That's 111, 111, 111, 111, 61. All right, there's our cut point. Put ourselves on the ground. Go ahead and put on, well, so there's all the handbrakes. Let's put the handbrake on just this one, and only 3 cars there, 4 cars there. So if you pee on your keyboard, you might want to reload your keyboard. How do you reload your keyboard? Reload it? It is a mechanical keyboard. It's a G-Skill mechanical keyboard, and I have reset it back to default. I just updated the firmware on it too. There is no software. I don't run those fancy Logitech crap keyboards. I have a Corsair one for my other machine, and then this is the KM570, just a simple mechanical keyboard that has red lights on it. Nothing crazy. There is no software for it, but I did update the firmware. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with Logitech. I just don't like them anymore. Logitech has burned me for the last like 15 years. The G930s was the last, or a bunch of mice I bought in the past, but the G930s were the last product I'll ever buy from them. And that was about 10 years ago now. I had G930s. The little fake leather foam thing wore out, so I told them, and instead of sending me the new foamy things, they told me to send the headphones back. They sent me a new set, and every set I had since then, the plastic broke where the screws are for the headphones. Taking a $150, headset and turning it into garbage. So now I just use Sennheisers, and then I have a real microphone, so I'm not worried about, quote, gaming, unquote, headsets or microphones. I don't use headsets, especially when you record. This is a dynamic mic, so it doesn't pick up sound around me, only where my mouth is on the knob. NM, cue the knob. Why would I send that to NM? Because we have talks about knobs. He's a radio head. He loves radios. Okay, so I just need... got 3 more cars to the switch. And we'll send her back. The knob. That has so many, so many meanings, though, Mr. White. Oh, did you choke? I'm sorry about that. I hope you didn't blow coffee all over the monitor. That's usually what happens to me. Boogers come flying out my nose. Foamy boogers. All right. We're good there. Put a little independent brake on to bring the train to a nice stop. Let's come on back. With a trifecta of whistles there. Is that a real word? Yeah, that's how I know when I hit E to get on there. That means if I press L right now... Oh, L didn't do it. Maybe this is the grain carts I can't get on. Nope, that one worked. What's up, Resemble? I said knob and you came running. Imagine that. Resemble and I play golf often, and so he's used to my antics. Say that 12 times fast. Don't bite your tongue, though. It hurts. Well, good evening. I can't. Your name has too many syllables in it. We'll just call you Zach. We're here in La Mirada doing some sorts on the Mateo Community server. I do want to, this year, I am going to get into the High Green Run8 server again. I've been in there once. I want to show you guys East Coast stuff, but I have to learn it first because I don't know nothing about the East Coast. I did, I don't remember, somewhere in the middle of last year I did, not Waycross, but a new, I don't know, starts with an F. Arco doesn't fall asleep because he's bored. He falls asleep because he's entertained by me. Just like when we watch Colonel Failure, who I adore Colonel Failure's media. His, what do you call it? The content. That's the word I was looking for. I love Colonel Failure's videos. His delivery, he's hilarious, but his voice is so soothing it always puts me to sleep. Yeah, Fitzgerald. Thanks, Rail Fanner. Welcome. Arkle, that's right. It is. It has to be because he's old. For sure, yeah. But it is also confusing if you don't know even still where the locations are. So even though they're BNF style, you can't like go to the depot server and then go, okay, where does this Q train going? You know, so you have to learn the locations, and that's why I've been reluctant to stream it for you guys. He was a community manager for a while with Dovetail. I don't know if he agreed with the direction they were going, or he seems to move on. His name's Sam. Seems to move on quite a bit. Like maybe he gets bored and doesn't like... that's how he started his YouTube channel, by the way, because he was community manager for many, many years for all these different places and wanted to do a test to see if he could entertain people with all the stuff that he was talking about as community manager. So yeah, it's a good background story for that. So we've got 61 in the triple ones there. So we'll grab these triple ones and put them together. Just doing a nice basic sort. So if this is triple ones, we'll go ahead and set our switch after we pass. This way we get a glimpse at what we're dealing with here. If they're all going to be trips, and they are. It'll be the next switch, I believe, that we're going to set. A little dynamic on, or not dynamic. We want to put independent. Depends on how you decide you want that to be, Rise. I'm slamming control a whole bunch of times so I can hit E. That didn't work. Yeah, E, like, look, E makes me move up. That's E. That's not W, that's E. It's so weird. If I hit L, I'll bring it up again. So I don't know what's causing that. I don't have a key in my rail driver to do E. And I'm hitting control and that ain't doing nothing. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, we're coming back. We'll just do it with the rail driver. We won't ride on the train. So what I don't know, and I won't do it now, but if I just use the keyboard without the rail driver plug-in, does it still have that effect? I don't know yet. I will troubleshoot that later, because right now it's time to move some stuff and not to troubleshoot my problems so y'all can see. Unless you're having those problems, then we can all do it together. Well, I went down the wrong one. I wanted to go one more. That's why we don't do troubleshooting things when we're supposed to be doing train moving things. Right, Rise? For that, I'm going to have to blow the bell. Blow the bell. It has so many different meanings. None of them is what I'm thinking right now. All right, we're going to go to this one right here. I think it was on one of these simulator Sunday streams that... Oh, my goodness. That's really fast. Somebody said, I didn't know beer cusses. I was in the Navy. Try not to, because YouTube don't like that. They don't want to pay if you curse. You gotta wait 10 minutes before you can start dropping F-bombs. Otherwise, you get your ad, you get put in a different ad category. But once we get this connected, we'll go ahead and run as fast as we can to the back of the train to see where the cut point is going to be. And see, now it's not doing it, so that's good. That means I can hit L. Oh, wait, what was that? Yeah, that's our pickup list. So it's weird because I'm not really going crazy fast here, but it's still doing interesting things. Actually, a bubblehead, by the way. A bubblehead, not a sailor. Sailors are surface pukes. We sink those guys. Bubbleheads are submariners. All right, so I'm going to set the parking. Oh, these ones are on. Let me set this one. Let me go up higher. I want to get higher. Terrible impression, especially my voice crack. It's windy out here, so. We might be. Oh no, we got room. Thought we might be too long for that. I know. It's really weird. Okay, we're coming on back. Like I said, I've only seen this issue since I've gone to 11. It wasn't happening before. And if it got too crazy for me, I just pull out the NVMe and put Windows 10 back in and tell Windows 11 to F off. I use it everywhere else, just not on this machine if that's what it comes down to. That's okay. It started with Windows 2.0. MS-DOS 3 point something. And for you people that use just cell phones to look things up, you play Roblox and stuff, you'll have to Google that one because I can't explain it. I know you guys won't, though. You never look anything up. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't understand. Doesn't make sense. Then again, a lot of the problems I have don't make sense because if they did, I would have fixed it. Oh, for my Twitch stream, the ones I do on Wednesday, I had a problem last week. I couldn't play LA Noire. I couldn't launch the game. You remember those who have been watching it, I was doing the series on my ultra wide screen, which is what I'm doing this on. And LA Noire is such an old game that it doesn't even know what that resolution is. So you have to use a fix. Somebody made a third-party fix to do the widescreen. I applied that fix when I built this machine, and it didn't work. And then after that, it would no longer launch LA Noire. I have the Steam version, but it launches the Rockstar launcher first, and then it tells you to play it on Steam. It's kind of weird, but it is what it is. It's been dealing with it for a year now. So I would launch it from Steam. It launched the Rockstar launcher, tell me play on Steam, and then I'd see it launching in Steam, and either it said launching or it would just go back to the word play. Just kept crashing. I found the solution for that yesterday morning. I had to, which I thought I already did, start up Steam in administrator mode. Something I pretty much do all the time anyways, because Windows... Uh-oh. I grabbed this cart, which is 71, and I need to put it back because I don't need it. So we'll kick it back here a little bit. Nice, slow kick. And handbrake's on. So it ain't going anywhere. Okay, so much for the slow kick. Well, Mr. White has a rail driver. I don't know if he uses it as often as I do, but it's like for me every time. All right, let's try this again. Do a slow kick, come to a stop, and then we'll pull back forward. Gotta be careful about going the reverse direction. I'm trying to pull forward a little bit, but I don't want to break knuckles. See how slow that's going? That's not going very fast. And there's no bumper or anything back there, just some cars with handbrakes on. So I don't think it's going to make it all the way. It's just fine. If it starts rolling this way, I will have to throw a handbrake on it so it stops. But I will need to keep my eye on that. Oh, you finally pulled it out, huh? And I'm talking about your rail driver. Very nice. It's so different playing with a rail driver. It's like you get spoiled and then you don't want to do the keys and all that anymore. You're like, nah, I'll just plug in my rail driver and spend a minute. If you ever like start it without it, all you do is you go up here and go to controls, rail driver, and then make sure you click use rail driver, because if you start the game without it plugged in, it won't see it. But sometimes I launch it to look at something. I go, oh, I have to move something, so I'll just plug it in, and then you go controls, rail driver, use rail driver. I remember you said that. It's been there since 2013, so it's like brand new. So the only issue I've ever come across, which I did the bread clip trick with, was because the throttle is a little, inside it's a little loose. So it changes more often. I need to go open it back up and tighten it up again, but overall it's a great device. I also unplugged the speaker. I didn't take it out. Wait, no, I didn't unplug it. I still have the big speaker in there, which makes it heavy, and heavy means it won't slide around. Let me go fly back here since I'm going to smash into these. I got it stopped in time. See, so we got to pay attention when we do things. All right, so that's 111. We need to bring her back some more so we can clear the switches up here. And now gravity's pushing us back a little bit. I mean, you've been playing it since like 2013, so habits are going to be hard to get rid of. I mean, that's 10 years. 10 years of muscle memory. Even though it's 2024 now, I know math, but what if you started in November of 13? So I do have more 111s. I want to get this track cleared over here too. That's kind of, because that is the lead. That one, it has to be blocked when you first bring trains in, because you need a way to get around everything. So that's not a problem parking it there. But we want to prioritize getting that sort off of there, so that somebody else, if they do come through, or we need to push cars serviced or whatever, so we can get down through to the other side. And I just want to make sure I am clear here. So we'll do that. We'll start putting on handbrakes here. That should be pretty good. Give it a little quick handbrake test. All right, immediately stops when I left the gas. Oh, here we go. It's really hard to... I'm trying to get on the ground. All right, open coupler. Let's pull forward. Let's go get that off the lead now. We'll see what we pull first. The only one I don't have lined up here are the 81s. I have 61s down here, 111s, and these are 71s, or at least some of them are. I'll get back up to the lead here and see. Yeah, these are 71s. Here comes a, what do you call it? Road train. Get past this switch. We'll throw that so we can come back and connect to our cars back there. I use the keyboard too, you know, with the rail driver and the mouse. That's why I said it's going like nuts. Oh, that's a UP train. We'll wave at him. I don't know why he's coming this way though. I didn't know what VV is. Fire box. Did it work? Smashing them? Yeah, I don't see VV on here. If you don't know where things go, there's the off-map location, but that downloads PDFs. So I'll have to take a look at it. I don't have it set to show you guys. I have it actually in my Run8 directory, that file. So let me see, Run8 Studios. So yeah, I don't know, Pancake. I'm looking to see what it is. So VV, I don't even know. I don't even know where VV is. I don't see it anywhere on the off-map stuff. At first I was thinking it was Victorville, but that's not UP, that'd be BNSF. But VV isn't listed on the off-map locations at all. So I don't even know what it is. Okay. Let's get back to what we were doing. That train's going to go off map anyways. It's a fakie. So we got 81s here, and maybe we'll hold on to 81s and put them on the middle track or something. I don't know yet. Yeah, I was just looking. I don't see it anywhere. So 61s, 111s, 71s. We don't. This one will be 81s, I guess, or whatever we have room for. It depends where it's coming from. And BNSF, or UP does use BNSF tracks all the time, by the way. They have shared track rights. I work in Colton, so I drive from Colton back home, and I'm seeing UP trains, a lot of locals running down the BNSF main line right at the Colton crossing. So let's see how many 81s we have here. Okay, so then we got 111, so I'll hang on to the 81s. There's too many. No, okay, so we'll peel off. What do we got? That's a 111. Let me get on top. It's hard to do when the keyboard is acting silly. So that's an 81. We got 111. So we got 111s in between an 81. Or in between some 81s. So let's pull those off. Figure out what to do with the 81s. Put on the handbrakes on these guys. Yeah, if needed, I could always put these 111s on that track that's all, you know, that runaround track until I figure out how many I have, and I can move them over to a longer track. You're asking me what skin I have on which one? The 5703? What's 5703? That over here? That one? That's the heritage, one of the heritage units. That's default. That's not a custom skin. I don't think. Might be. Look at you and your good eyes going way over there where nobody else can see. That one train that's by, it's, you saw the road number and everything from like 12 miles away. It's impressive. Okay, so this is the 111. We'll see if we can fit it on there. I don't think so. Got too many cars for it, but I got to do something with it. So we'll end up putting it down here temporarily so we can clear that lead. Starting to roll backwards because I wasn't paying attention. It's because it's a heritage unit, so it shouldn't be used that often. There's, you know, not very many. Heritage units are OGs. It should be used sparingly. We'll get this past this switch, and then we'll remove these. I got 4, I think. I can't get on there because L. We don't want to lose control of this, so let's go some heavy dynamics here. Here we go. Seems to happen, by the way, this keyboard deal seems to happen when I fly. So it's like after I fly, I have moments of not clarity, the opposite of clarity, moments of chaos. We got those 4 there, 5, 6. So we got 6. 2, 4, 6. So we'll temporarily stack some 111s here, then we'll shift cars around as we need to. I think, yeah, so 111 goes that way. 61 goes that way, so we can actually move the 61s down to the next yard within LMC, the east yard. Now allow us to move these 111s to a longer track. I mean, we can move the 111s back that way as well once we have the cut where the engines are stored right now, the power. So I'm going to temporarily block this track. I don't like to do that, but we don't really have too much of a choice, especially as we are currently sorting. Independence on, come off the dynamics, go into neutral. So my kind of not quite a 3-step. I come backwards so I can take the pressure off this. There we go. Let's go ahead and pull forward back to the 81s. Back to 81 we go. Sucker's loud. We should have those quiet running coolers on there. Reefers. Oh, so see how far back if I can get over there. Far back I put this. I said I didn't want to jack the switch, and there you go. That's how much room I got. So I should have come back just a little bit more, even though that is good, but any more further would have been a problem. If those cut through, it could cause the server to crash. So I usually try to go, you know, where the next switch is. All right, let's see if I can step on the ground here. We'll see what other 81s are back here. 81s are kind of going over here somewhere, like all back around here. Okay, so now E will work. Oh, it won't do on the reefer though. Not on that one. One of these will work on. No, it won't. Oh, now it's doing it again. So L, yep. That's weird because like E's moving forward. Very slowly, but forward. So I pushed on the ground again and now it's not flying through the air. Or, you know, now it's not doing it. See? So if I do on the rail driver, I do where you stand on the ground, or at least that time it did it. It doesn't, it fixes that problem temporarily. It's hard to hear me. It's because of these not silent reefers. I think you should hear me okay. Oh yeah, I just listened to the monitor and I'm sounding fine. Back to Logitech. I don't think it's a Logitech thing though. What I'm saying, it's not the keyboard. The keyboard functions fine. Okay, so I hit the ground thing. Let's see. No, so it wasn't that. It's not what did it. I'm just pressing L and I should have to hit Control L for that. Sorry if you're throwing up. What's up, Nathan? We're just having a good time here, trying to figure out why my keyboard doesn't work good with Windows 11 and the rail driver. Moving freight stuff around. Pat, good afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Like I said, I'll do that test after. I'll see if it's, I'll unplug the rail driver and see if the keyboard does anything funky. Because, I mean, all I can do. All right, these are 71s. We know we can move the 71s and the 111s. Which will then free up these 81s here. So let's grab, that's 71. Let's put a handbrake on these two since we're going to pull the other cars out. We're almost done sorting. Well, no, we got the next track over too, don't we? Okay, coming on back. All right, let's go forward. We're going to be going uphill a little bit, so let's give her some gas. See, E moves me forward. Put it on the ground. E moves me forward. E doesn't move me forward, so now I can get on here. Nope. Yeah, I did. It worked. I don't know. Crazy. It's intermittent, which is the worst kind of thing to troubleshoot. He moves me forward. He moves me forward. He doesn't move me forward anymore. So now I can do it again. The L, nope. L brings it up. Shouldn't do that. Yep. I'm just trying not, that means if I push F3, oh, F3 works. Just L's the only one that's weird. I don't know. I'm not going to keep figuring out. Again, it doesn't happen. If it was a keyboard, the same thing would happen with Windows 10. That's the key point here. or if it was Run 8, because I literally copied this Run 8, the whole folder, and just dumped it on my Windows 11 and launched it. Just, you know, because that's all you have to do. It's Microsoft's fault, for sure. Even if they had nothing to do with it, they built it. I mean, they are the operating system. They are the interlink between the hardware and the software. So of course it's their fault. Can't be anybody else's. Especially since everything worked before Windows 11. Which if you just stop it in, I keep saying, and so you may not have heard it, I have Windows 10 on a different NVMe. I can just pop it in. Actually, you have it in a USB 3 or USB-C, like a converter. I just plug in USB-C so I can access it. But all I got to do is dump it back in, and I can be back on Windows 10 in about 20 minutes. Got to pull my video card out because the NVMe slots are underneath the video card. And I found out why I couldn't upgrade to Windows. I was trying to upgrade from my Windows 10. Thank God I didn't do it that way. To Windows 11. But because I have an Asus motherboard, and that model, the 490 model that I have, the NIC card on Windows 10 literally did not work with Windows 10. It was like a known problem in the forums and all kinds of things. But so I got an aftermarket, a TP-Link gigabit a PCI adapter, put it in there. Wait, why am I going forward? Because I put it on forward. So I put the adapter in there, but for some reason, when I was trying to upgrade to 11, and then when I installed 11 initially, I get to the point where I go to log in or, you know, reboot, and I crash the desktop every time. I'm like, what the heck? I only figured that out because I disabled the NIC card so I didn't have to log into Microsoft for the first time, and then it, you know, changes your name of the home directory to like your initials and all kinds of weird stuff. So I did that, and as soon as I enabled it back, I got a blue screen of death. I was like, oh, it's the network card. And then I basically disabled it, went back to the built-in one on the motherboard, and have not had a problem with that since. So it was really weird. I mean, it's intermittent though, Marv, so, you know, it's hard to say. If the mapping was wrong, it would do it every single time. I hit E there, and I am slowly moving forward, as you can barely see. That means if I hit L, it brings that up. If I hit F3, it brings F3 up. Usually it brings up the horns. I don't know. 71s are here. So yeah, it's just it's one of these unknowns. The big unknown. Not a lot of stuff makes sense. Well, Windows 11 is essentially Windows 10, but that gives Microsoft more control over your life. You know, you can't turn off like they did to Windows 10 eventually. Windows 10 was great when it came out. I mean, it was really good. Really, really good. And then they did Windows 11, which basically just, you can't turn off anything, and you can't find any MMCs or any of the management stuff. They don't want you being an IT person, you know, like I am. They don't want us being IT people. They want you to call them. All right, so these are 81s. We don't have a home for those yet, so we're going to have to hold on to them. Let's watch our other cars here. We go flying. So these are 71s also. Okay. Guess we'll be going down and getting those next. And then that will leave... Wait, did we just put it? I think we just put the stuff down the wrong... Yep. We put the 71s with the 61s. That's not acceptable. We need to put the 71s with the 71s. We'll leave the 61s alone. We'll yank these guys back out. Put them with the 71s. The 61s might be the smaller ones. I don't know how many. We got a bunch of 71s here on this first track. I guess we can just pull them and put them over there then. Let's see. No, because they're full. These are 71s. All right, we'll grab the 61s and 71s. Pull them out of here because we're going to need to move the 111s over too. We're going to leave the 61s at the front of this track though. Yeah, we'll have to figure out where to move all of these. Because we've got this here, and I think there's too much there for the 111s that I would like to move over here somewhere. That road power, thought I need to rename all of them to X. Because they're not in bars, so they shouldn't say anything about Barstow on them. What? What? What we got left here? These are, well, there's 71s there as well. Oh, wait, I saw 61. We have a bit of sorting on that one. Let's see. So the 111 track that we have already set for us is not quite long enough for the 111s. We've got this many that we want to tuck in, so if we move over a couple, it should be fine. But for now, I'll leave the 61s here. And then I overshot what I was trying to do, so let's come on back a little bit. Yeah, move the rail driver down quite a bit. The quite a few notches. Is that heavy? What are we dealing with here? 2.8 is HPT. It should be moving faster than that a notch too. Oh, you know what? Handbrakes are on. Why? Leave 3 handbrakes on. Let's see. What's up, Hagen? Again, we want to go to about the middle of these just to make sure we have plenty of clearance. So handbrake on that one, handbrake on that one, handbrake on that one. Then we'll step on the ground and de-windows our stuff. All right, let's go forward. Now we got all the 71s. We'll move those over. At some point, I'll come get these 111s, grab these 111s, and slide them into a much more appropriate track than so they all can fit on one. For now, we're going to push the 71s down here. A little bit more juice to get up that hill. See, so that's where we want to go. Not all these are 71. Some of the 81s, if you remember, about half and half. Or maybe they're not half and half. Maybe they're that many. It'll be hard when I can't control myself here. There we go. Ah, of course. What I like to do is throw on a handbrake, take the handbrake off, and then try to get in there and get... I can't do it. Going Superman speed. All right, now we can. Oh, it's recoupled again. Thank you. Or pressure's back on it. There we go. Let's get out of here. These are 81s. We're going to go grab the rest of that track. There's going to be plenty of work for you at LMC tomorrow. '71's got to go all the way back here, so we still have plenty of room. I do have handbrakes on, so that stuff's not going anywhere. We need to go back to the lead. Let's go down here to our switch. Coming to a nice stop here. Coming on back. Look how far up I flew. I basically just thought, I forgot the name of that. What was the name of the movie with Will Smith where he's like the superhero and he didn't know it? Because, you know, he's just thinking about something. All of a sudden, he's like way in the air. That's what's happening to me right now with, thank you, Windows 11. Where are we at? Over here. We're going to grab this. We put the 81s together. Got some 71s, 61s, and some more 81s at the end. Hancock, that's right. Yep. That movie wasn't bad. It was not bad at all. Let's see, 81, 81. So all the ends are 81. I think 81s are going to go down here to... I'll end up putting them, because I think 81's SIE, I think those go down in here. Or over. Which one? SIG. Thought they were here. Maybe they're down here a little bit more. Nope. I don't know where they went. Not like I know the area or anything. SIE. Somewhere around. Taco Bell, maybe. We'll take these over to LAJC yard to Taco Bell and drop them off. Say, here, now you can make more meat. We have the 81s here. Oh. 81 SIE. Sigmund? I don't remember. Have to use the map. Thank you, depotserver.com, for all the reference material. So we're going to go take these. We're going to back up, actually, first to relieve the pressure off this coupler. For notch 2. Here, the handbrakes are off. That's what's going on. All right. Open couplers, pull forward. I need one handbrake. Those are only 67,000 tons. 67 tons, by the way. I know somebody's gonna comment. It's not 1,000 tons. It's 67 tons. Sorry. The 61s we got over here, as you can see, clear as day. We got room to put those in there. And we'll move the 61s out of here when we're finishing up. And maybe we can put the 81s here. I don't know yet. We'll have to see what happens. Something that there isn't a lot of. So I've got two 61s there. And some 71s in the kind of after them. And all the rest are 81s. Meanwhile, we'll open up the San Bernardino map here. We're going to go down here to the LMC. Doesn't matter which one. We're going to look on here where SIE is. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. It's not there. It's got to be this way somewhere. Sunny Delight, that's part of the La Mirada one, so let's see. AC Industries. It's not there. Where the heck is it? Gotta be here somewhere. IE. I don't exactly remember. Not any of these here. Putting my independence on now while I'm also looking at the map because we're cool like that. And hopefully I made it. I did. I made it just. Oh, no, I didn't make it past the switch. I only need that much more. The wheels are ready. I need to get 2 wheels past it. So close. Just one more wheel now. All right. Now we can come in backwards. We want to turn. We don't want the 71s yet. We want to go straight to the 61s, which should be this one here. And it is. It was only 2. SBD page 4, okay? What am I looking for on page 4? So then we open page 4. This is page 4 as indicated by this here. And I'm looking at all of these. I don't see SIE anywhere. I'm going to connect these 2. Let's see. 1, 2. That's only 2, right? 2. These are 71s. I mean, I could always just go to the you could always go here to destination, SoCal. And if I want to find SIE, go here, which is what I think Pancake just did. And SIE is off the 0061, San Bernardino page 4, it says. It looks like that. I don't know where that is. Thought I did. Let's see. Come off the brakes. Let's reverse. Let's watch our LN there. Always watch your backside. Jaw. Or Siemens USA is what it is. It's where it was came off the main line. Right at the end there. I found it. I just saw it. So it's off this. So we're like right here while we're in the yard. So we go forward to first one right here. And then Siemens is right there. SIE. I literally did not see it before. So it's actually the San Bernardino map, page 8, not page 4. That's another way. Is like Marv said, you can just teleport to it. The way my keyboard's acting, I'm not doing that. No. That's chaotic moments of transportation there that we don't need. All right, let me come back a little bit. Okay, let's get out of here. Now I've got the 71s to drop. That's a couple, geez Louise. Down on the ground. It's a little bit better on the ground than flying through the air. Yeah, right. A little terror, no big deal. Kind of accustomed to it. So La Mirada is page 4 though, so they're kind of not wrong. Just to say, click the link from page 4 or what was it, page 10? I think was, doesn't matter. We found it once we went into the La Mirada. I'm going to cheat a little bit. Oh, I didn't have to cheat. Look, I just barely crossed that. Yes, I know. Can't jump on because of the L thing. So we're hurting for certain. We gotta now use a lot of dynamics to try to get slowing down because the chaos. $5 miles an hour coupling, so we're good. Now we'll push this back, take off the brakes. Let's get back to the other cars back here. See. This whole cut, 71, it looks like. Yep, that whole cut is 71. It'll be too long to add these to it. That one's going to LIC, but it's never going to make it. Them going in. They don't have the switches set, I don't think. It's a AI train anyways. It's a Windows. The keys aren't working right. My recent upgrade to Windows 11 the other day has caused some unfortunate disagreements between me and what I want to do in Run 8. But we're getting by. We make things happen. Since we don't have any cars also coming out of the industry, I can actually move these 71s down to the yard that's down here too. Although, I mean, they should fit. I can put the 271s and the 61s. The 271s might be able to do 171. Just 171 cut, because this yard, I think, is a little bit shorter. All right, now I've gone too far back. Got to pull forward a little bit. I don't like how that is. And now I'm back to normal. I'll pull forward a little bit just to clear the rear end. That control is working again, or the control is working somewhat better. All right, we'll call that good. We'll put on our handbrakes, cut the 71s off, and get back to the 81s. We're just doing this so we can separate the cars into the correct locals. Let's see, put one more handbrake on. That way Pat can get to work. Get these things where they need to go. Step on the ground here so I can cut this off if it'll let me. And I'm so close. No, it's grabbing the car behind me. That's not right. Okay. Is this the one I want? Then in between the cars. All right, so this here, I can't do anything because I have too much pressure on the coupler, so I'll come back just a hair. Go to notch 9 to get it off. Okay, now we'll pull forward. These are 81s. Now we should be able to put these with the other 81s. I've got a cut in a quarter of 71s, a cut in a quarter of 111s, short cut of 61s, and a medium cut of 81s. Now we just need to distribute these so we can fit them all together, preferably in one cut. They're all bled out, so that means there's no bottle there, there's no air. The brakes are lifted on all of them. Means you need handbrakes or they will roll on you. And before we leave with one of these cuts to send them somewhere else, we will make sure we're not missing anything, because that's the worst. And you find, oh, there's 171 mixed in between the other stuff, or, you know, something like that. It's crazy. So we're switched to go that way. And these are the 81s. Not a whole lot of them. There's an 81 in the very back here. That's annoying. That's what I was talking about. Just kind of tap, 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 tap. So there's 181 on the back of these 71s. We can't get around right now because of these 111s, so we're going to have to deal with that next. I got some room here. I think if I pull these 81s out, thinking. All right. Thinking done. Not sure I'm going to do, though. I didn't come up with a solution in my thinking. What I did come up with is, well, at least I'll get this track clear and then I can figure something else out. And I just came up with a solution. You're going to have to wait a minute, though. I have to get prepared. All right, still coming, what, 8 miles an hour? Let's go ahead and start slowing down so we don't smash stuff. If I do, there is an 81 tanker on the back here. That's okay. Beer solution. I don't know if it is. Just something I thought, you know, just how I'm going to work it. You notice I still don't, as I've mentioned quite a few times here, but people have come and gone. I don't sort these by industry. There's, you know, DMFs all intermixed in here. If I have the chance, I will. I definitely will never sort them so they can drop them off easy. I just figure that out on the go because the amount of time it takes to do anything else is spectacular. What I could do is go get another engine, but I can't get around. And then I could come get this 81 off, but you know, it's fine. I'll get it. Let me just settle down. I'm ready to get all crazy. Getting dark. Getting cold. Have you figured out what I'm gonna do yet? Anyone? 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 Bueller? Oh yeah, it does. It takes forever. I mean, the drop off is quicker, but I mean, that's the fun of it. Well, I am speeding. Well, I'm not actually speeding. I'm still 15, even though there's a point almost 16. You go a mile or two over, it's no big deal. I'm going uphill now, so I'm going to lose a lot of speed here. All right, so countdown timer going, or I thought it was. Now it is. 1,000 feet of train. Still notch 2. $600 feet to go. All I gotta do is throw this switch. Well, I think this, where these say bar, by the way, I think those are interchanged with UP. I think that's what we're doing here. So, although it's the RCal 0081, I think they go to bar first from a West Colton yard, whether it's Yermo or Bakersfield. I don't know why they wouldn't transfer from Bakersfield though to BNSF there. Okay, so now we're lined up. We're going to come back. I'm going to push the 61s out of here. Gotta watch my speed because I'm now coming downhill this way. Yep, L's still broken, or whatever. That's just, I use that to see if it's working or not. See, I just hit F3. I should have brought up the menu. Now if I hit, nope, see, so it's just, yep. So I'm hitting F3 like crazy. And it just brings up the horn menu. And I broke a coupler because I was having to deal with that. All right, so where is the coupler broke, right? Let's figure that out. We put some handbrakes on in the rear. Probably where we smashed into the train. There it is. Let me sit on the ground. This coupler here is not broken, nor is that one. So the coupler broke loose, but it didn't break, as far as I can tell. I'm gonna have to look at the other ones. I was pushing all kinds of buttons to make that thing happen. Let's see. Where's my menu? So let's see. Air, brake, cheat. I don't want to do air or angle cocks. Just air hoses. And that's it. Okay. So it's like shift or control is stuck like somebody mentioned earlier, right? But it's not on the keyboard. So I just hit, so control F7, right? That's normally, there it goes. So I hit control F7 a bunch of times and then F7 for the air hoses. So it's like control is sticking or something. That means if I hit F3, it'll bring that up. Okay. Oh, it looks like couplers are good. Not seeing anything broken. Take off the handbrakes here. I don't see any problems. See if I see the whole train. I got the whole train. Can't see nothing in here because it's too dark. All right, let's go back to this one. Come on back. And handbrakes are off. We are moving back. We can now ride the back of the train since we fixed the stock control key. Well, that's not stuck, but stuck. It's not stuck, but it's stuck. And now we're going to push these over to the other yard, the one that's on the east. The east yard. There'll be plenty of room over there for these 61s. Potentially even the 81s, because there's not a whole lot of 81s. Except for that one that I left there, but I can go get it and come back. Getting too dark to see, so what we do then, because I don't like doing switching at night, so I do override system time, and then we can do that. We can also freeze it at that time if we wanted to. We're not going to be here long enough to worry about that, so we'll just do it this way. Now you can do that anytime that you want while you're in the server or single player. It doesn't matter. In the server, it does not affect anybody else, only the client. So if you are, for example, if you live in UK, as many of our players do, and you're always working where it's night on the Mateo server, just change it to daytime so you can see what you're doing. It's no problem. It's not cheating. Make it daytime, your time. Make it what your time is. Use system time if you want as well, but you have to override the network time in order to do that first. You go up here and make sure the switch is good. Let there be sunlight. Now I had to break a coupler like he would jump off. That's interesting. Okay. Oh, this train's all sorts of messed up. Okay. Let me... Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's put on some handbrakes. Looks like I broke him at the... Broke here. That's super interesting. Is that where the couplers broke before? All right, let me get on the ground here. It's not actually broken. All right, so we'll stop that. We'll figure out what happened over here. So the coupler broke. Maybe it's from when we slammed into him. I mean, that one physically broke. So we did actually, we have a broken one. And then, not sure why that happened. All right. Let's come on back. Let's get our train back together. So look, I didn't have air running through it, and then it still detected that, so I have a PCS, even though I shouldn't. Because that is closed. That is open. So why would I have a PCS? Oh, because this coupler broke too. Wow. Oh, we thoroughly messed up there, didn't we? Okay, well, let's do this. Let's see. Train. Air and angle cocks. So we'll go here. Here we go. The controls unbroken. I figured, Dutch, that you do that all the time, because otherwise it'd be nighttime every time you play. Connect the MU cable. Gonna open both the angle cocks. Gonna be a big deal, as they're both compressors. One should be closed still. That one's open, that's fine. Car should be bled. All right, we're coming on back now. Weird, because all I did was jump off and fly to the back. I wasn't on the brakes or anything, and we broke a coupler on off the lead. A lot of force. The force was with me on that, wasn't it? We're going to push these 61s back here, and we'll go back and get or move the 81s back. We'll get our 181 car. The 81s, I believe, go forward anyways, but no, they don't. They go right where they were. Okay, somehow I got the brakes on in time. All right. So, what is going on? Okay. I need to get a copy of this train here, because something broke. Another coupler's broke. It's that one. So every time I'm connected to this thing, I'm having broken things. So this train might be corrupted from when I smashed it the first time. Let's see if we can get a whole copy of everything before we have problems with it. I can always delete it and put it back. That's the thing that, you know, when you're coupling, if you're doing it too rough, you know, then that's the risks. That's why we want people to handle stuff. So I just put air and everything, but that's okay. Let's take a look at the train now. I have everything. So the hoppers and C4 hoppers in the back. Yep. Okay, so I have a copy of this train. So if something were to happen, which is not going to, see, again, we just lost air because something broke somewhere. But I'm not sure where. So this train is bugged. And we're going to fix that. Close that. That can stay open. All right, let me F7. That's control F7. I let off the control. Okay, so close, disconnect. That's going to bleed everything eventually. And then I got to come back a little bit. Okay, let me pull forward. We'll stop here. And then I'm going to relinquish. Going to grab these. Control this. Clear. Copy. Should have the plastic pellet. That. You go look at the rear of the train. Make sure I have everything. So that's everything. Now I don't know what's going on with the mouse. Okay. So I have everything there. You guys can't do this because you're not yard masters, so you don't have that ability. I'm sorry. That's just what it is. I have a copy of it, so I will be putting it back. I just want to pull this train forward so I can do this without... I want to put it right back where it was, basically, but I'll be too close to the engine, so it will say I can't do it. That should be far enough. So now I can just put this right back. You guys can't do this, but we can do it for you. Okay, now this train should no longer be bugged. I don't know if we're beloved or not. We gave everybody the ability to spawn trains. Do you want to talk about crazy stuff? Rough enough when people can't do it and they figure out a way to do it sometimes. And we've been around for 2.5 years. We've seen, or almost 3 years. Seen quite a plethora of things. Okay. Brakes coming off. Now let's go on and go ahead and go back. So we're looking for the 61s to be dumped here. Excuse me. Weird cough. Oh, wait. We got a derailment now. NM, where you at? You got your derailment. Let's see if we can find it. So there it is. I'm looking at it. I saw the rails. How did we get our derailment? There's no reason for it, but we have a derailment. So we're going to put the frogs on. And then we're going to go ahead and re-rail it like a real man. All right, we're back on. That's not the derailment NM wants to see, but that's the best we do in Run 8, because if the wheels touch the ground, they go off the rails, not next to them, but off. Your entire train will disappear. We know, we've seen that happen a few times. I have done it a few times by accident. Right? It's Run 8 magic. Oh, you're not having enough problems? Let's throw in another thing for you. A derailment. Next, I'll have an engine failure. My turbo will go out. Like, why? I just service these. Why would they have a... No, I only had one so far. I haven't seen anything else pop up here. When I was flying, I saw the wheels off the tracks. And it was only telling me one. Oh, and look at that. My tab doesn't even... There it goes. Yeah, controls. Giving me a good time here. So let's see. 61, we got to go back more to clear this. That's the last 61. Just got to get it past the switch. All right, 61's ready to go. And besides, if there is another car derail and it's not telling me, well, that'll be for the engineer to have to figure that out. Like, why is it not going anywhere? I don't know. I didn't see nothing. We already got a bunch of handbrakes on. I'm going to put the 81s here as well. Do a little reconnoitering with the other ones that we have over the other yard. Yeah, it was like super angry, like, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. You're like, it's okay there, Turbo. Blow your roll, cool your jets. This will clear up a track, so we'll consolidate some stuff over in the other yard, get the 81 out and back onto this set here. And whoever decides to come have fun tomorrow or tonight, then they will have La Mirada ready to deploy to the customers. Do a little flying action. We got plenty of track here. We just got to peel this one out. Put these over one. So then we got the 71s together. No, we'll move the. I wish it was a little bit nicer, but we'll set it up correctly. We'll make sure that our people have the right thing going on there. We take care of our engine crews here on BNSF/UP, SoCal server, and the High Green Run8 server. All right, bunch of handbrakes on. Only had that one. All right, let's go get our other stuff. I meant to only do it twice, but I got 3 out of it, so it is what it is. Come grab this other one, just get it off this 71 here. So that's 71, that's 71. So I guess we do have the 71s and 111s. 71s together and the 111s kind of together. Wonder if we can all fit them all on the same track. Let's see. Now, 71s are going to have to do that. 111s we got. It's like too many cars for that. Very interesting. Okay. Yeah, 71, 71. And then we want to look. Make sure there's nothing else stuck in here. As we approach, we want to slow down. Okay, now we're going there. Once we get this tanker off this one. Let's see, my engines are 71. Okay. Can't connect because the thing Yep, the thing ain't working. Okay. We don't need a thing to do the thing. We'll just do our thing while the thing is in effect. Like there's air in here or something. I'll clear this switch here, and this will make it easier for me when I go take this over to the other one. We'll put a handbrake on this. Oh, the handbrake is on it. I thought it was off. Well, it's so hard to push it. Okay. Alright, so that doesn't work. So control, 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 E, control, control, control. Nope, it's not going to do it. The E still moves me, which is not supposed to do that. Okay, anyways, got it done. So let's go, I think, forward. Put the bell on since we're going in between other cars. Now we're coming around like this. Everything looks good over here. Grab the 111s. We're going to slide those into this track. Then we'll get our 81 with the other. So that's not lonely. 81 seems a little lonely. That's like, handbrakes on the tank car! I'm like, okay. Why are you yelling? Was your control lock like mine is? It's not the control though. Caps lock. Pretty soon you're like, get off my can't believe it. Oh my God, you whippersnappers. That didn't come out as good as I thought it did. Sounded good on my end. Okay. Here we fry the brakes. Come on back. We'll get our cars over here. Watch our speed. I don't have any custom nothing. My keyboard and mouse, I push the button to slow the DPI down and that's it. I don't use, there's no software. Everything is Windows default. Like I said, I had no problems until I went to 11. This did not exist on Windows 10. And if I keep having the issue, I will be on Windows 10 in a matter of minutes. The same exact, everything's the same way it was before. That's why I when I upgrade these days, again, I've been in IT for over 30 years, so when I upgrade, I will literally just buy a new hard drive, install the upgrade on the new hard drive, and that way I have a backup of everything. Whether I'm doing a fresh install or an upgrade, doesn't matter, I do the same thing. That way you get more space in your hard drive as well. All right, we're going to this track now. Yeah, if I have a keyboard or mouse that needs software, I don't use it. I don't use wireless. I have cords on mine. I mean, I do at work, I have wireless, but here I have everything corded because I need the dependability of it plugged in, not to go out in the middle of the battery died or whatever. Everything I have here is wired. Except for my Xbox One controller that I drive or fly with on GTA and American Truck Simulator, those kind of games. I have a wireless dongle. I don't use the Bluetooth. I use a wireless dongle, and that's because I've had the ones that I plugged in before, but where the cable plugs in the joystick, those always fell on me. So I ended up ditching that. I have the wireless dongle. Never had a problem. I actually have two of them. There's one's for the other computer as well. The only time I ever have a problem with this is if, like sometimes it just goes, oh, I forgot who's in charge of me. So it decides to just flash, which is a real easy thing. You just do a rediscovery. Oops. Too much independent. I should have used dynamics on that. Okay, let's disconnect our cars here. Do 3 handbrakes. Click on that. I got to come back just a little bit because stopped before the cars did. Go get our oil tanker and put it with the other 81s. I actually have HyperX. They're just I use simple mice. I don't have, it has a scroll wheel. It has 2 buttons behind it. I don't know what they do. 2 buttons on the side. I don't even use those. I just use the left and right. That's it. I don't use buttons on all the different buttons. My keyboards are pretty simple. I either use Dell or HP ones normally. In this case, I have that G-Skill mechanical one because it lights up because it's pretty dark in here all the time. Okay, I'll be able to... The E wasn't doing anything, so I should be able to attach here. There we go. I'm very simple when it comes to this stuff. Don't like a whole lot of gizmos on my computer. I do have a Stream Deck that I can make it do different things. But I don't only use that for streaming. I don't use it for anything else. My phones, I don't do anything but text or talk on them. I don't even use the web on them because that's stupid. I can't see the shit anyways. And not a fan of trying to look at a 4K or, you know, an ultra wide screen that I normally see and try to see it on a little device. And I don't have a big phone. I just have iPhones. Oh, I don't have, yeah, for my headset, I just have studio earphones and a, what the heck's it called? Like a church microphone, you know, whatever that connection is. I always forget the cord's called. It's the 3 prongs in the back, the big circle 3 prongs, and it goes to Behringer UMC 22 audio interface. I do a little bit of effects on my, not effects, but filters in OBS. So for YouTube, I use OBS Studio. I didn't get to that switch in time because I went the wrong way. But anyways, I have compressor and some noise cancellation and stuff in OBS Studio for YouTube, and I have the same settings for Twitch, and I use Streamlabs for Twitch. Because otherwise you have to pay Streamlabs money if you want to use the same software. You'd go to 2 different streaming platforms. I'm not interested in paying Streamlabs to do that. So, and I don't like, it's not that I don't want to use the more powerful OBS Studio to do a simple Twitch stream either. I'm not running a radio show or a television show here. I need to cut in and out to do commercials and all that. I don't have a whole lot of effects. I'm about the content and not necessarily about the entertainment of Twitch. It's interaction is what Twitch is about. Just like here, I love having you guys here because the interaction is a whole different aspect of it. A live stream, and then my YouTube content, when I just do that, it's about the content because there's no interaction because it's already been recorded. Once we connect this, we'll just take the 71s off, and yeah, we got 3 or 4 cuts of cars now, or industry cuts now sorted, or at least separated into those locals, and they are ready to roll and ready to go to where they need to go. Yeah, you need to have, again, I always forget what the connection is called. It's like just the musician a studio connection. Why could I not fly? There we go. I always forget the name of it, but it doesn't matter. It's very simple. I can look it up real quick. I'm not really interested in doing that. But yeah, it uses a cable and a professional microphone. You know, it's just a simple microphone. It's not a headset. The headsets pick up way too much background noise, whereas these cardioid mics, or these, I don't think this is a cardioid. It's got a Shure and SMC, not the $8,000 one. I just got the $50 Shure microphone. Yeah, XLR. We can call it that. I should remember that. I don't have a Go XLR, but I know many people that do, and I don't really care much for that because you have to use your computer to do all the mixing and stuff. I'd rather have everything in the device if I'm going to do mixing. Mine, I plug it in, and I have the output that I hear in my headphones in real time, so I can hear my voice in real time with no delay. And then I have basically the input volume as it picks up my voice, and those, I set them and I forget them. I don't have to do anything with them after that. That's how I like my stuff. Simple. And so we are gonna park these things, and I mean that's gonna bring another Simulator Sunday to an end. You still see I got the thing, coupler selected there. So happy 2024, everybody. I hope you all had a great New Year's. Don't get crazy on your resolutions. Go work out. Just quit eating sugar. Slow down on it. I'll be back on Twitch. I fixed LA Noir, so I'll be back live Wednesday nights. Try to hit 5 p.m. on the West Coast. That's 8 p.m. on the East Coast for those who are counting. And then we'll be right back here next Sunday again. The playoffs are happening. I don't know what's going on with the Cowboys, so we'll have to see what time we go. But I will be back next Sunday for Simulator Sunday again. Probably doing more of this because, I mean, this is the good stuff. I relinquish my train here. And thank you, everybody, for joining, having a fun time with me. I hope you all had fun. Watch this later and let it play while you sleep. That way I get credit for it. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you, everyone. See you next week.